Hello, my friends. We're back talking about meditation for beginners, which is part of your module 3 of how to create your relaxed home. So some of us want to know where to meditate. Now, ideally, we find a quiet space. Ideally, we find a comfortable position, and ideally, it's at a similar time of the day every single day. Now, this is ideal. Okay, so let's just take this with a bit of a grain of salt. Now, ideally we make the room temperature just right, or we wear a blanket, and ideally we are sitting upright so we don't fall asleep. Now, where do I meditate? And I might get in a bit of trouble with true devoted meditators here, but I need to find a place where I can meditate that fits into my everyday life. And I don't like getting up an hour earlier and getting up at 4 or 5 in the morning. It's just not fitting into my life at the moment. So where do I meditate? I meditate in the car, obviously not when I'm driving, but I often meditate just before I pick up my kids from school and I'm sitting in the car park. I've meditated on planes before, quite a lot actually. That's a really great way of passing some time. At the doctor's surgery, I've meditated on the beach, car parks, at a park. I do lots of meditations in bed, in the morning, just as I'm waking up, and in the evening as well to have a nice sleep. I meditate on my beautiful meditation cushion, on a chair outside. One of my most powerful meditations I've ever done is I was least expected it, and I was just having a cup of tea on a chair outside and had an amazing moment. On a chair inside, I love doing meditations with my legs up the wall in a yoga pose. It's really, really great way of releasing nervous tension and getting a really deep rest. I meditate in bed with my kids when we do kids meditations for any anxiety that they may have, or just to get to sleep, or it's just a nice moment. We like doing it together. I go to retreats and I go to workshops always to increase my awareness of meditation. Churches are a beautiful place to meditate in under trees where Buddha was meditating. Waiting rooms, I sit on the rocks and listen to the waves come in. Benches, park benches, we can do walking meditations, we can do standing meditations. Sometimes we need a quick meditation in the kitchen if things are getting overwhelming and everybody wants a little piece of you. Sometimes just doing a 30-second to 1-minute meditation can really calm you and get you through. In the lounge room, wherever. So do you see how those, and I'll go back to where we meditate. Do you know what? Sometimes we can't find a quiet space or a comfortable position or a similar time of the day. So I don't want you to allow this to stop you meditating, because as we said before in the previous video, there are so many benefits to it. Now, I teach meditation and mindfulness and I record, so I know, and I've practiced many times for it not to happen, but I know that my voice is going to turn into my meditation voice when I do this these next few slides. So you might even like to use it as a meditation, or you might like to sit with me and quietly read through the slides. Okay, so step 1 when we're beginning to meditate, just before you start, you need to take care of just a few bits and pieces. Turn your phone off or onto silent, or take it out of the room preferably. Turn off anything else that's going to disturb you. Find a time, find a place that you're not going to be disturbed for just a few moments. Sometimes it's beautiful to do a meditation in a bath. Okay, and so, yeah, and just try and find that nice space. So the first step is committing to this regular, daily practice. And if we can't get to a daily practice, let's really try to get to at least every 2 days. And taking 10 minutes out of our day, it shouldn't be too difficult. Just think about something that you can take out of your day, perhaps a TV show, or perhaps checking Facebook. You know, what can you actually take out? It's only 10 minutes. And let's try to make this regular. So it is ideal when we first start doing our meditation to make a schedule. So I do suggest putting an alarm on your phone and finding that time that you're not going to fall asleep. So if you are absolutely exhausted at night time, it's best not to meditate, then you're just going to fall asleep. So finding that really nice time to actually, have that space for yourself. Find a comfortable place. Ideally, it's in the same place each day, but as I said, I don't want this to stop you doing it. And like it says here, where you do it, it doesn't matter, just as long as we're not going to be interrupted. And commit to this practice. Commit to the full 10 minutes that we've set aside. Again, that alarm on your phone could be a stopwatch. And really commit. Okay? So step 2, let's check in with the breath. Now we always have the breath with us. So we don't need to have bells and whistles. We don't need to have our music. We don't need to have our incense sticks. We don't need to have anything else. We've always got our breath. So start to defocus the eyes. Just a little soft gaze into the middle distance. And we take 3 to 5 deep, audible breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now on that last exhalation, just allow your eyes to close. And take a moment to settle into the body, the left and the right sides of the body. Feeling the balance in the body, and just gently observing the posture that you're in, and noticing the sensations where your body is touching the chair or your feet are touching the ground, and just feeling the weight of your arms and your hands resting, acknowledging anything that you can smell or hear or taste, and the sensations of any heat or cold or wind. And step 2, starting to take a scan of your body. So we turn our mind inside our bodies, and we scan our bodies from our heads to our toe, or from our toe to our head, whatever makes you feel okay. We just find any areas that might be tight. Find anything that you can change to make yourself more comfortable. And we try not to make a story out of it. We just acknowledge it. And we scan again, and through this time we start to make the body feel more relaxed. And we can take about 20 seconds for each scan. I take a lot longer than that. And each time I breathe in, I think about the breath coming into my body. On the scan, I think about the breath coming into, say, my toes. And then on the exhale, I relax my toes. And after we've done those full body scans, we turn our awareness to our thoughts. And we just notice the thoughts. We try not to make a story. We don't need to change the thoughts. Just noticing the thoughts as they come and go. It's okay. That's what happens with the brain. It's okay. And we gently note any underlying mood. And again, that's okay. We're just acknowledging. We're not judging anything. And just becoming aware that it's there. And if there isn't anything obvious, if there's no thoughts, if there's no discomfort, If there's no mood, that's absolutely fine as well. So step 4, we consider the why. And we just stop. We pause for a little while and we consider why we're sitting today. And we just release any expectations of desire or desires that we've brought along, and we just let them go. And just reminding ourselves that there is no thing for you to do. There is nothing for you to do. It's just to sit and relax and enjoy. So all you have to do is just sit back and just allow everything to relax, allowing everything to unfold, and just allowing that flow. So step 5, just observing the breath and allow that to flow as well. We're bringing our attention back to the breathing. And we don't need to change it, we don't need to make any effort, just noticing the rise and the fall. Any sensations or movements that happen in the body. It may be the belly, it might be your chest, might be your shoulders, it might be your waist. Just for a few moments focusing on the quality of each breath. And just noticing if it's deep or long or fast or short. And then begin silently in your mind counting the breaths. So 1 as you inhale, 2 as you exhale, 3 on your next inhale, 4 on your next exhale. And just continue like that until you get to 10. And then we start again. So while we're doing this, it's completely normal. Most people can't get to 3 or 4 before thoughts start to come up in your mind. So just remembering we don't need to do anything, we're just relaxing, we're just guiding that attention back to the breath. And as soon as you might find that your mind is starting to have thoughts, your mind is starting to wander, just bringing your awareness back to the breath. If you can't remember what number you're up to, just start again. It's okay. Just start from 1 again. And then continue until your 10 minutes is up. And then spend a little while longer, just a couple of seconds, just sitting there. So you might find yourself really wanting to jump up. You might find yourself, all these thoughts are coming in, all these plans. Or you might find yourself focused and relaxed and calm. And whatever it is, it's absolutely fine. We're just enjoying this rare moment for ourselves simply to be. So when we are ready to come out of this meditation, we don't need to leave these feelings of calm where we are. We can take them with us. But when we're starting to come out of the meditations, we just come back to the physical feelings of where your feet are or the chair underneath you, where your hands and your arms and your shoulders are. And again, just noticing the senses, what you can hear, smell and taste or feel. And when you feel ready, just slowly opening your eyes. Before you stand up, before you come back into your real everyday life, just have a think about what you're going to be doing. So it's so easy just to jump off our meditation space and lose that calm. So try to think of the next thing that you're doing and just bring this calm and this awareness into the next thing that you're doing. And now throughout your day, just finding those really small moments, like I said, perhaps in the kitchen, and just come back to the breath. Nice soft breath. I come back to the breath every single time I drive. 3 relaxed breaths. So there's different types of meditation, and I've written them in your PDF